I'm gonna call Fitz out on this because it's great. But Fitz has an article coming out for the Javelin, and on his maiden taxi, some parts separated within 30 feet, and
Well, better then
and it was
once
a
it's in-
clean break too. He throttled up, and that motor went one way, and the plane just sat there going,
Yeah,
But
he's talked about that before with a different airplane.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, it needs to be a common thing somewhat.
But it was hey, he fixed it. We went flying, had a great time. So, but I just enjoyed it, and it was like again, you couldn't have asked for a better break. There was no tangling of the wires, no connectors ripped out, no cracks in the wood. I'm not gonna. I know you didn't do this, but it's as if he never glued it. I mean, it just it slid right off. Yeah, and it went down the runway.
Spoiler alert, you were able to make a field fix and fly successfully, right?
Yeah. Did I talk about the Javelin last time flying it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
We did
It's hard to separate because I know I've talked to you offline about it. I'm not sure if I
Yeah,
talked about it.
that's what it was. So just to recap that we did, I finished the Javelin. I had a couple of live shows on it, and it is I've submitted the article, so it's going to be a review article in Model Aviation magazine, probably 3 months from now, roughly. But we flew it at Lee's field. Lee was kind enough to do some video and still photography work. So we've all submitted that stuff. I made a video. Really nice flying plane. It's got I calculated it actually has a really light wing loading for its size. No, actually for any size practically. But it's a kind of it's a really nice go where you point it plane. You're right, Terry, about the rudder. It's actually very effective.
Wow.
Yeah, I was able to do knife edges with control to spare on the rudder. Just
Knife edge loops?
No.
I didn't try that. I don't know if it do a knife edge loop. Maybe with a lot of altitude it could do it, but it could certainly do a knife edge climb.
Yeah.
So it was very nice. Came out real nice. I let you fly, didn't I, Lee?
You did.
I think I let you fly. Yes.
I had a fun time.
So we both had a spot at the sticks.
I just want to say I like flying things after Fitz because I get to learn about them. So like his first landing was 500 feet because that thing does not slow down. So I was cutting power way down at the end of the runway so I could bring it to my feet. But
it has a surprisingly long glide.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, I was really surprised how long it thing would just.
I love what Mark just wrote. I do recommend glue to put it together. Maybe you should check the manual. Make sure you put the part where it says "Don't forget to glue."
I made a note about the motor mount in the article. So we could talk offline, Mark, if you want to, about what happened. But anyways, so it is a very nice plane. It is the Old School Model Works Javelin. Mark from Old School Model Works is in the chat. Look it up. It's a very nice sort of merging of a high-wing sport plane and a pattern plane. Very nice. Went together actually pretty quickly. Very well engineered. I was quite amazed at the amount of time that Mark must have put into engineering of the plane. When you got that many lightning holes in the wing ribs, you spent some time on design.
Yeah. We recommend you build.
When he was on the show, his mom gets all of those circular pieces. Although I guess in the kit they're still there, right? You have to cut them out.
Yeah, well, you have to punch them out. Well, I got some of the other stuff. I had a whole box full of them. I just threw them away like the other day. I was like, what am I gonna do about these stupid little round things? So I got rid of them all. But there was a lot of little discs, little balsa discs for something you could have probably.
They're
made.
handy. I use them for like doubling up places. If I insert like a carbon fiber rod as a wing strut or something, I use them all the time.
Really? Maybe I should save them. I think they're
especially the light fly ones.
I think they're still in the trash can here.
Somewhere
down here. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, these little. If you can see them. Can you? So maybe I'll keep a few.
I'm going to give you a sneak peek, guys.
I see your balsa and I raise you. Like
it's for some reason I'm not getting the full resolution on this Dropbox screen, but that's a shot of Fitz making a flyby, a Fitz flyby.
That's cool. And with that angle, you really get the impression that its roots trace back to that Aerostar. Remember you talked about that has
yes.
Midwest Aerostar.
Yeah, Aerostar, yeah, very angular look to it, and I like that. I like that kind of angular look. It's a little more looks like it's a little more classy than Aerostar, I guess, especially the wing. It's tapered and stuff like that. But this is the actual plane I flew. This is Lee Ray Photography taking a pic of. I think it's one of my flybys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny because you kept asking me to get lower and lower, so I got lower and lower.
just so I could see those trees in the background. There was just too much. There were no clouds in the sky, so there's just no depth of field. But this turned out good.
Yeah, and we should mention that Lee's son Austin did a really good job chasing it with the drone. That kid's got some skills on the sticks. I was pretty surprised.
And I'm like how you put that in the video. That was you did good segues because I got to give Fitz credit. There were several flights we took, but you were able to take several different angles from your flight, and then like with your mic comment, looked like it was just right there. Even though you had cameras on your plane at one point and Austin was in the air and he wasn't.
Yeah.
It looked like one nice little flight. So good editing.
Oh, thank you, Hollywood. Here I come. So,